Caitlin Clark once again dancing with the basketball, seeing and sing with the basketball,
Hello, welcome back to my channel, guys. Hailey Van Lith, okay, she said this is the comeback season for her. She is the new latest comeback kid in the world of women's college basketball, okay? The TCU, that's who she plays with now, they just defeated my freaking Notre Dame, my Fighting Irish in the Cayman Islands, and the fans are going crazy. This is an article from thespun.com. It says, college basketball fans praise Hailey Van Lith after epic comeback win. So some people wrote off Hailey Van Lith after she had a disappointing season at LSU. Well, we wonder what those people have to say now. Van Lith has been tremendous so far this season for TCU. On Friday night, she proved her worth to the Horned Frogs by helping them out a 14-point comeback in the second half against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Again, I wasn't able to freaking watch that game. I'm going to talk a little bit about that later on, guys. But, I was just watching the game stats on through Google, of course, the Google search and on the ESPN app. And I'm like, okay, Notre Dame is whipping them the first 2 quarters, in the first half. They were able, the TCU, okay, they were able to actually overcome that point deficit, make it up, 14-point deficit, and defeat the freaking Notre Dame. I'm just like, I wanted to watch that game so bad, guys, but of course all the apps are just raggedy. The left-handed guard was outstanding down the stretch, scoring 20 points in the final 2 quarters of the game. She also had 7 assists and 3 rebounds. Lordy. Again, Google claims that she stands at 5'9". I believe she's around 5'7". Okay, Van Lith is not, really tall or like a physically ferocious or, just she doesn't have that physical prowess that a lot of women's basketball, the average basketball player in the women's sports league have. It says with the 76-68 win over Notre Dame, TCU has improved to 7-0 this season. Van Lith has obviously played a huge role, averaging 19.4 points per game. Last year, she only averaged 11.6 points per game for LSU. While there's still plenty of basketball left to be played, college basketball fans are convinced that Van Lith is back to being one of the country's top players. I may need to go see a TCU game this year, one person said. They are looking great so far. Hailey Van Lith's fit with TCU has been excellent up to this point. She looks comfortable and confident. I want to talk about a little bit about that later on, though, too. Her confidence levels. Just another person wrote, Hailey Van Lith is playing the best basketball of her career these days, and TCU is the beneficiary. This is the HBL we saw at Louisville, but better, a third person tweeted. So this is her third team. I forgot. I always forget that she used to play for Kentucky. Then she transferred from Kentucky to LSU. And at LSU, she went right next door to the next state, being Texas, okay? Van Lith's former LSU teammate, okay, Angel Reese, she also shouted her out. Angel Reese also witnessed her epic performance. She wrote HVL, just simple and plain HVL, those 3 letters. That stands for Hailey Van Lith, okay, on the platform once known as Twitter. TCU will be back in action this Saturday against South Florida. That game will tip off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you guys know anything about me or my channel, I love Kim Mulkey, okay? I'm with it all. I like her outbursts. Okay, a little bit of her controversy, how she feels possibly about gay people, or, the whole controversy with Brittany Griner was locked up in Russia, and like she refused to call for her dismissal, call for her to be free, to be let go. A lot of people be spilling tea about her, but again, Kim Mulkey has a vision. She's a Taurus woman, just such as myself. Okay, I'm a Taurus. Okay, it's crazy because Dawn Staley's a Taurus, Angel Reese is a Taurus, and Camila Cardoso is a Taurus. I might do a video about that separately. I think it's interesting. But anywho, okay, I like Kim Mulkey as a coach. Okay, she's a great leader. She's incredibly fierce. She knows how to lead and instruct these young ladies to get to where they need to go. And again, when Hailey Van Lith was playing for LSU, remember I ain't gonna lie, we can't lie. The Iowa Hawkeyes, specifically Caitlin Clark, was cooking them, okay? And it was it's just crazy how during that whole game, Kim Mulkey never made the proper adjustments. If you see your 5'7", I'm gonna just say she's 5'7", okay? I don't believe Google. Google be lying on these girls. These girls are not as tall as Google. Some of them are accurate, right, with the heights, but she's not 5'9". She gotta be about 5'7". You got 5'7" Hailey Van Lith running around, trying to run around and catch Caitlin Clark, okay? Who she was supposed to be defending. Caitlin Clark she's listed on Google as 6 feet tall, but Caitlin Clark said herself that she's not 6 feet tall. So I'm like, how tall is she? Because she look about 5'11 plus. Okay, she's tall. She's taller than Van Lith, okay, when they was playing that game, when it was Hawkeyes versus LSU, the Lady Tigers. It got to the point, Hailey Van Lith looked like she needed an IV, okay? She needed fluids. She needs some milk. She needed something. And it's like the fact that Kim Mulkey, she never made that adjustment. It was like, Kim Mulkey is not a good person. People are saying Kim Mulkey will burn in hell. She set Hailey up. It was like, how could she set Hailey up like this? They said, and it didn't even make sense for her to put her on Caitlin Clark, just looking at the height and size disparity, the differences between them. They said, why didn't she put freaking Flau'jae Johnson on her? But it was like, Flau'jae is so aggressive. She probably would have fouled out instantly. Like, by the beginning of the second quarter, she would have had too many fouls called on her, which I do agree with. I can see that. But at the same time, they said, like, when the problem with this is Hailey Van Lith, when she was under LSU, when she was under Kim Mulkey's leadership, they said she didn't have the confidence. Specifically after that Hawkeyes game, they said that was her legacy. Van Lith has become a meme, and I still see memes of her on Twitter, of her on that game when they was getting cooked. The way what Caitlin Clark just easily shot like a 3-pointer by the logo up above her head, just splashed right above her head. And Hailey Van Lith, all she could do is just this. She literally just like lifted her hands up, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm out of my element. Kim, why you got me on this girl? You know I cannot guard her. Okay, she's not guardable. At least not by me. Okay, that ruined her confidence. Again, people are still clowning her. People really clowned her during that game. I'm more than sure she had to just turn her phone off, turn off her social media. Injuries tried to, help her out here and there, try to get that confidence back, but it just got so bad. It got so bad to the point where she had no choice. I ain't gonna say that she had no choice, but obviously she felt as though she had no choice but to enter the transfer portal, leave Louisiana and go to Texas. Okay, and start over. She wanted to, in a way I say, like, up her stock before actually trying to declare the draft for the WNBA. Because if she were to try to declare the draft, it's like, she just had a disappointing season overall. But that game when she was guarding Caitlin Clark, it was just ridiculous. It was so many memes. She literally looked just totally out of her element. And I'm glad that, she's able to go forward. Okay, play for the Horned Frogs. I hate that team name. How you go from being a tiger to a Horned Frog? But again, like, it's working for her, okay? Her Sedona Prince, I want to do another video about her, okay, separately. But, they was out there cooking and moving and grooving. Hannah Hidalgo, again, they had a 14-plus point lead. And Hannah couldn't even, tussle with the girls how she usually does. That aggressiveness, that tenacity that Hannah Hidalgo displays for her Notre Dame Fighting Irish team, it took them nowhere. Again, shout out to Hailey Van Lith. I can't wait to continue to see her play and just, prove the haters wrong and prove her supporters right. Now, let's go to another topic. Speaking of seeing her play, please, guys, I know I've been acting this like every couple of months because, again, I'm confused all over again. Comment down below how you were able to see that game in the Cayman Islands. Comment down below what app or apps, if it's pirated, if it's a free streaming service, I don't care. Please comment down below how y'all are watching these games. I just got into it. I ain't got into it. I'm battling with freaking Flow Sports, okay? I hit a look on a free trial, but I'm like, you know what? I'm looking at UConn. I want to see the UConn versus USC game come December. I believe it's December 24th. I believe it's coming up. Okay, it's December now. It's gonna come up in some weeks. I'm trying to watch that game, and I noticed it says unavailable on that too. I'm like, what app can I go to? I had YouTube TV, and through that app, I would watch a lot of games through ESPN. I would either watch it on YouTube TV or I would watch it through the ESPN app. But a lot of the games will say unavailable. Again, it's simple. Okay, I'll give something up. I don't even have to watch my Lady Buckeyes. Okay, I'm an Ohio State fan. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. Okay, Ohio is my home state. I would love to watch the women's basketball teams, but apparently, like, I gotta go through all these hoops and loops. Now I done downloaded Peacock because they said, like, they'll show you the games of the women's top 10 conferences games or teams. So I've been watching USC there, but it's like, what about my Gamecocks? Okay, it's like this, guys. I'm gonna make it simple. What is one app where I can watch USC, Gamecocks, UConn, who else, and LSU, and Notre Dame? Okay, 5 teams. What app is out there that I can watch all 5 of those teams? Those are the teams that I'm trying to follow. And it's like, it's not fair that I gotta jump through hoops and loops. It's like, how do I subscribe to your app? I didn't give you the money. You have literally a category on its own that says women's college basketball. I click on it. The whole schedule just says unavailable. And then on the add the insult to the injury, I don't even believe you can actually go back. It's not like they'll allow it to be on free prime, like cable television. And then 2 hours later after the game ends, they'll actually post that game so I can, like, watch it, break down my commentary, and woo. It's like they'll just show a freaking blank screen of the team logos versus such and such on this date, and they'll say unavailable. Like, this is a scam. Somebody told me to go to Tubi to watch their sports. I have Tubi. I can't watch no games. Again, I don't know. Maybe it's a local thing. I'm here in New Mexico. I cannot find these game apps. I'm hitting like different plugs on Twitter to watch the UConn game. I got like a stream going with one girl. She didn't send me a link. So hopefully, that link will still be available because I got to see the USC games, guys. I got to watch USC versus UConn. I got to start sports betting too, okay? I'm trying to get some money off of this, okay? It's time to invest in women's sports, and we can invest in it by gambling. But again, guys, please just comment down below. Where do you go to get your women's basketball, college basketball fix? I need a plug.